Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that every human on Earth has vanished. No warning, no disaster, just gone. Within seconds, the physical physics of our absence take over. Thousands of unguided cars crash violently into each other on highways. Up in the sky, commercial airplanes drift aimlessly on autopilot, maintaining their routes until the fuel runs dry and gravity pulls them down. Down below, the vital networks designed to protect us become instantly useless. Sirens wail through the streets with no responders in sight. Automated life support machines hum quietly in silent wings, while frantic emergency calls ring into completely empty centers. We have engineered a highly complex, interconnected reality that requires our continuous, unblinking attention. The very second we step away from the controls, that entire intricate web unravels into immediate chaos. Within days, the heavy fuel reserves feeding our automated power plants run completely dry. The global energy grid begins a cascading failure, shutting down infrastructure sector by sector. As the electricity dies, secondary systems fall right behind it. Heavy pumping stations halt, leaving cities completely without water pressure. Massive server farms overheat and power down, effectively erasing the digital nervous system of the internet. High above the atmosphere, thousands of communication satellites maintain perfect orbit. They diligently broadcast their data strings back down to the surface, but the signals scatter into the void with no active receivers to decode them. Down below, the continent-spanning webs of artificial light fade entirely. For the first time in centuries, the planet returns to natural darkness. Every hallmark of our modern footprint, from the glow of our sprawling cities to the sum of our digital knowledge, relies entirely on a fragile, constantly fed cycle of energy. Give the Earth just 50 years without human intervention, and the physical reclamation takes hold. Tree roots shatter the poured concrete of former superhighways, while wolves and deer forage freely through the decaying remnants of downtown commercial centers. Our most advanced architecture actually accelerates its own decay. Without artificial climate control, expanding winter ice shatters the massive glass facades of skyscrapers. Rain seeps deep into exposed joints, rusting structural steel columns until entire towers groan and collapse under their own weight. Yet the oldest monuments we ever built tell a different story. These 3 great pyramids at Giza remain standing precisely because they rely on the sheer, immovable weight of solid stone construction. Other vast ancient engineering projects share this rugged endurance. The Great Wall of China continues winding over mountain ridges, heavily weathered by the elements but still firmly anchored to the landscape. While our modern structures fall apart, the biosphere aggressively heals itself. The heavy smog that choked industrial valleys clears completely, and oceans slowly filter out centuries of accumulated chemical runoff. The planet's own ecological cycles, along with our earliest, simplest methods of stacking rocks, possess far more physical resilience than our most complicated technological achievements. Fast forward 100,000 years. Deep tectonic plates drift, pushing continents into new shapes. Shifting climates and carving rivers slowly bury the faint geometric grid of what used to be a sprawling metropolis under millions of tons of soil. Excavating that rock reveals a highly unusual sedimentary layer, packed with microscopic shards of synthetic plastics and concentrated pockets of refined radioactive isotopes. A newly evolved intelligent species analyzing that soil would encounter chemical signatures that do not exist in nature, signaling the presence of an advanced industrial society predating their own evolution. They would hold the elemental remnants of our civilization in their hands, but they would have absolutely no context for what those materials built, the languages we spoke, or the lives we led. Given enough time, the crushing weight of geological history reduces the overwhelming complexity of a global human society into a thin, anomalous layer of elemental pollution. We have to look 5 billion years ahead to see the final chapter. At this point in its life cycle, our sun exhausts its hydrogen core and violently expands into a red giant. The expanding stellar envelope immediately engulfs the inner solar system. Mercury, the closest planet to the extreme heat, is the first to be completely incinerated. Venus quickly follows, its dense atmosphere boiling away into the void. Eventually, the expanding plasma reaches Earth's orbit. swallowing the planet whole and vaporizing its crust, mantle, and core into loose atoms. Every fossil, every ancient foundation, and every microscopic trace of biology is erased. Absolutely no physical memory of Earth can survive the cosmic death of its host star. But there is an exception. Decades before the lights even went out on Earth, a single piece of human engineering was fired out of the solar system. Safe from the dying sun, the Voyager 1 probe continues a quiet, undisturbed journey through the freezing vacuum of interstellar space. Bolted to the side of its chassis is a copper disc plated in gold. Encoded within its grooves is a carefully curated payload: the sounds of rain, spoken greetings in 55 languages, the music of Bach and Barry, and the steady rhythm of a human heartbeat. It is entirely possible that somewhere in the unimaginably distant future, another civilization might intercept this drifting artifact, decode the grooves, and listen to the faint echoes of a long-dead world. Earth operated perfectly for billions of years without humanity. Yet, from our first breath to our final footprint, we were entirely dependent on it. Our most enduring monument remains a single, fragile message, carrying the memory of our species endlessly through the stars.